car you see here is known for robustness and the brand for its reliability. I am talking about the 2021 edition of Jeep Compass. The price starts at Rs 17 lakh ex-showroom and goes all the way to 28.30 lakh ex-showroom Delhi. So what does the new Jeep Compass bring to the table? We are here to find out. You're watching Times of India Auto. I am Anirban. Give the video a like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. One look at the 2021 Jeep Compass and you may ask the question, what's new here, buddy? Well, I had the same question when this car was launched a month or a half back. Now take a closer look. There are elements that actually make the Jeep Compass look better than what it was. For example, if you take a look at the headlamp unit, it's a brand new one. You get a daytime running light on top of the headlamp cluster, and I think the overall package is really compact, goes well with the front fascia. Talking about the front fascia, the biggest change is in the grille itself. Now you get those signature 7-box design of Jeep, but the interesting change here is the removal of chrome and application of a glossy greyish tone in place of chrome. Now that may split opinion, but I think it is something you can live with. Lower down the front profile, there are slight bit of changes, but that does not impact the overall silhouette. Moving on to the sides, the Jeep Compass gets new alloy design, and I think this surely looks slightly better than the outgoing version. The wheel arches have also been redesigned slightly. You get rectangular wheel arches, but the gap between the tires and wheel arches are more pronounced, and that might itch you at times. Side profile remains more or less the same. I like this new paint shade that I'm having for the test unit. The dual tone complexion of the car also enhances the overall appeal of it. Now there are not too many changes on the rear profile, but there's a very functional upgrade. The tailgate is now electrically adjustable, and I think that makes life a lot easier. That was the silhouette of the Jeep Compass that largely remains the same. Time to take a look of what has actually changed inside the cabin. Now I like the approach that FCA India has taken with the interiors of Jeep Compass. Now the direction is right because there are a few cars, locally assembled cars, that are in pipeline for 2021. First and foremost, the Jeep Wrangler would be coming in a few days from now. Also, a more affordable B SUV from Jeep would be arriving in the market by the end of this year or early 2022. Take a look of what Compass beholds. I like this addition. You see, the start-stop button gets a nice piano black bezel. But the biggest change out here is the 10.1-inch infotainment screen that looks more of a smartphone tablet with an Android system. I think it's pretty functional, well lit, and one of the best part is the fact that it does not have lag. We have driven over 400 kilometers and we were constantly on this playing music and accessing Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and it just worked pretty fine. It's a huge step up from that utilitarian prospect to more tech savvy and catering to a new crowd. Now, it's just not the infotainment screen, but the entire dashboard that has been changed. You get plenty of soft touch material on top of the dash, right in the central panel, and also on the lower half. You have this grey accent that really doesn't go well with me, but it is nice to have this complexion with grey and black on top. But what also impresses me is the fact that the Compass gets a lot of switches for air controls and music controls, which are not lost thanks to a big infotainment screen. So in case you are driving, you can really go through them. It makes life much easier. Also, the aircon vent design has been changed. It's more rectangular, more stretched, and it really sits well here. The conveniences have also increased. For example, the front seats, both driver and co-passenger, are electrically adjustable. These seats also get ventilation facility. The sunroof is a panoramic one, extends really down to the end of second row, gives you a clear view of outside, makes the cabin experience more roomier, more airier. Now, a few other intelligent touches that have become more of hygiene in the segment have also been given here. For example, you get wireless charging. Also, the placement of USB port I really like, because they have given a normal USB port. Along with that, they have also given a C-type USB port. For the second row, you also get a dedicated aircon vent and a USB port. Now, there are a lot of piano black touches inside the cabin that kind of attracts more and more dust, but I think it's up to personal liking. But what I really like here is this central console design, because earlier you had a rotary dial to get through 4x4 low, hill hold and other traction control features. That has been replaced by a new panel altogether. You have a toggle switch to go through 3 levels of traction control, a gear lever with nice leatherite wrapping, and you have direct controls, direct buttons to go through 4x4, 4x4 low and all. You also get an electronic parking brake. And among all these changes, what Jeep has not compromised on is the great visibility you have from the driver's seat. The Jeep logo is new one. The steering unit is also a brand new unit. It's nice to hold on to. It has got that heft that you really like when you're driving on highways or go off-road. Also, this entire feel out here is upmarket and plush. Now, there are a couple of things that are personal favorites and personal dislikes. For example, you see this button here. This is for the tailgate. You need not get down or pull some other lever. So life is easier here. You also get inside auto dimming rear view mirror. Now, if you pull the transmission to reverse, you now get a 360-degree projection, and that is actually very convenient. Jeep Compass is already known for its safety package, and this one is one step up. Something I don't like here is the driver's display. Now see, it is very functional. It is everything that you actually ask for. All the information are packed to the brim, but the display itself is not very vibrant, and that kind of puts me off somewhat. But again, the more and more you drive this car, you'll get used to it, so I don't think this niggle will actually come in the way of making a decision. There is not much to discuss how the Jeep Compass behaves on the road, because mechanically it remains the same as the one introduced last year, the BS6 Avatar. You get that same 2-liter diesel engine which puts out 170 PS. You also get a 1.4-liter turbo petrol. Now the diesel gets an upper hand against rivals, namely the Harrier and the Hector, because you get the advanced 9-speed automatic gearbox out here on the diesel. The ride quality and handling of Jeep Compass was really fantastic, and one that rivals are wary of. It is so good over bad and broken patches, and that is still evident with this new facelift. What also impresses me is the highway manners this car has. Driving at 120 to 140 kilometers an hour on empty motorways is a no sweat affair for this car. So if you're looking a car for your family where that adventurer in you pops up time and again, I think it's worth putting your money on Jeep Compass 2021. That's all we have for you from this review. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned with Times of India Auto for further news and updates.